The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Hoke Show.
Hey, we are live on the air. What's up, everybody? Look who's here. He just showed up. Nate Allen. You might want to turn the microphone on and talk into it. That's always a plus. Give that a shot. Nate D.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Fantastic. How about you?
I am peachy keen because you know why?
Why?
My brain has been expanded today.
Expanded?
Yeah, because, of course, we are at the Zen Poker Mentoring Clinic here. We're live at the Meet Las Vegas Event Center, downtown Las Vegas, right across from the D. Chinese New Year going on in the street, by the way.
It's pretty loud out there.
It is insane. And I actually went around this whole area twice before I found my way in. They had the street that the event center was blocked off.
All the way around it?
And construction. So I kind of took a construction route through and got here.
It wasn't bad.
I kind of weaseled it. But, yeah, so we are having a great time, of course, enjoying ourselves here. We get to Brian Rast up on the stage.
He's doing some wonderful teaching out there.
Oh, my God. My mind just blown.
I do like a lot of the things he said up there. A lot of the things he said up there. It justifies how I play.
Oh, and so it's justification. So you do everything that Brian Rast does already. Is that pretty much it?
A lot of it. Pre-flop, at least, yeah.
Okay. I'm glad
Pre-flop.
I'm glad that Brian has role modeled his game after you.
No. I'm just saying he has the same ideas I do.
It's all good. Well, of course, we have Christy Arnett was up. She's going to be doing some other instruction as well, but Christy kicked things off over here, of course, from Poker News, formerly, and, of course, has gone on to a poker career now. So
very much so. One of the ones to watch in the WPT.
You betcha.
Can't wait to see her actually take down a big trophy. Maybe she could be the first WPT female winner.
Yeah, there was a great conversation. We kind of have free reign to talk about what we want here. So, I think we might discuss that a little bit too.
I hope so.
That's a distinct possibility. But we'll get some great guests on here for you too. Of course, Brian's lecturing right now. Christy Arnett's in the other room. Kenneth James is here as well. The man behind this, Ace McFarland, is flying around here as well. Ace is in the house.
Ace is the man.
Ace is in the house.
Speaking of which, let me move and let Ace come over here.
Is he ready?
Have a seat with us.
Oh, no, we're okay. Come on over. We're okay. We already got a little bit of an echo in here from the room. Yeah, that's perfect because we do have a video camera sitting here. But what do you think that is? That's a video.
That was like a home entertainment.
No, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Here, slide in here.
Boy.
You are looking good. I mean, Ace, you got the sport and the tie, and
one of the more handsome guys you've ever had on this show.
On
right?
occasion, yeah. On occasion, I'll grant you that.
I try to not have a radio face. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do anything about it. What can I say? Well, tell us a little bit about what prompted you to get Zen Poker Mentoring going. Of course, you didn't have background with the WSOP Academy, but now under Zen Poker Mentoring. Wow. So give us the layout.
This is unrehearsed, too. You're killing me.
I know. How about that? That's what we do.
It was
here.
kind of like when, what's the expression people use? When one door closes, another one opens up. Mm-hmm. And that's really what happened with us. It was just really just as plain as can be. One morning we woke up the day after I bought a house, and the doors were closed. Literally, the doors were closed, as you well know, Nate. And so it was kind of, just something I had to do. I had to think about what I'm going to do with my life. And I already retired once, and I came out of retirement just to, playing poker and making a living playing cash game poker. And it's just the only thing I want to do. If I'm going to work, it's going to be in the poker industry, and that's it. So it was by attrition, and I love Brian. He was my first choice and actually only choice. And if he actually didn't want to come on board, we probably wouldn't have done it.
Wow.
With anybody else, and I'm that serious. And he has the same passion talking about me. So that's really what happened. It was just by attrition. One door closes, one door is open.
So what's behind the name?
That's a good question. What's behind the name? We didn't. It was really a collaboration of what Brian used to say when after hand labs and stuff, he would come up. He was really impressed with people who would say they had a sudden insight, and we almost named it Sudden Insight. That was really what it came down to. We almost did Sudden Insight as the name. It was because of Brian. And thinking about it more, and we didn't want to do what everyone's doing. We didn't want to do what the XYZ, I don't want to mention names, are doing. We don't want to do what we did in the past. We wanted to bring it together, make a collaboration of the whole entity, of the whole poker, world, the whole poker ID, so to speak, from soup to nuts, from the beginning to the end. What makes a poker player, why they do what they do, and so forth. So we wanted to do the body, the mind, the soul. That's why we have hypnotherapists that are interesting, whether you believe in it or not. It still works if you have an open mind. Nutritionists, we're All-American Dave will be showing up shortly. He just texted me. He's trying to get through the Chinese New Year out here, the parade. And like I said, we got people like Christy Arnett who are talking about wellness and fitness. I mean, you can see how fit she is. Coming in tomorrow, Vanessa. And we have Mr. Kenneth James, who's trying to be a TV superstar again. And we got all kinds of good stuff going on. But that's really what happened, is we just wanted to give the total package. Anybody can teach you how to play poker. It's how to stay in it longevity, the whole package, money management, the whole 9 yards.
So tell everybody a little bit about the agenda, because I really like the way you guys set this up with small chunks of information. And even though I know you're going a little off today, but still, I mean, it's a great setup.
Well, if you know anything about poker players, when they get going, they like to talk. And Brian is one of those type of people that he doesn't like to give short answers. Mm-hmm. He wants to be honest with you, and he can't be honest if he just gives you one word. I mean, but he did bite some people's head off in there. They asked some silly questions, and he said, that's really not appropriate for this. We're at a higher level. I'll have another pro assist you with that answer. Mm-hmm. So, what was the question again?
Just how do you have the agenda set up?
Okay. Basically, we broke it up big time. I mean, with Christy doing her session in the morning, getting everybody stretching and exercise and thinking positive, to Brian coming in and hammering him, hitting him with the hot points. And what's really cool is all of the video that he used, where they can actually see everything happening and then discuss it in detail. That's really where we ran long. Those videos, people just go crazy over the videos. They love to hear and see the videos and then hear the explanation of how you were thinking. And a lot of them had, Phil Helmuth, it was a very polarizing person to talk about, so it's pretty cool. And then the hand labs, which are pretty widely popular through all of these type of things. The hand labs, everybody loves the hand labs. I mean, we've done surveys for 6 or 7 years, and the number one feature of any of these is the hand labs, sitting beside a pro that they may have seen on TV that has been successful, and get instant feedback on a hand. I mean, good or bad. So that's really in a nutshell. And then again, like I said, nutrition coming in with American Dave. So we're breaking it up. We're trying to make it like a 3-ring circus here.
Well, it's a fantastic setup, and I'm sure it's going to be very successful. I know I was impressed with it. I think that there's a lot of great features that you brought to this that are much different from clinics that have been done in the past. So I think it's going to be a great adventure here for you. What's up in the future now? Of course, we're here this weekend, but I know you have more plans.
Well, this has been in the works. This one has been in the works for over 6 months, to be honest with you. Going through all the legalities of licensing and so forth. In this world, it's a little difficult now with what's been going on with online poker and everything, how it's kind of, back and forth with that. Love it and hate it. The government loves it and hates it. And if you're associated with it, sometimes they love you and sometimes they hate you. So it was difficult getting started. A lot more difficult than we ever expected. But our next event coming up is going to be in May. It's going to be about, I'm going to guess, a few days before the World Series starts. It's going to be with Brian. Around May 26th, we're going to do a cash camp. And then June 4th, we actually sold out our second event for the World Series already.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, it was the day before the Colossus. We actually sold that out already. That's how popular that Colosso is. And then June 4th, we have Lane Flack coming in. And we have a few more, but we don't have a pro for them yet. But we do have Joe Catter coming in for the main event primer. So we have a lot on the docket for series. So it's going to be interesting.
And of course, if anybody wants to get that information, just go to zenpokermentoring.com.
I was going to say that.
Well, you want to? Well, tell them where to follow on social media. I'll let you have that one.
Okay. Well, no, let's go back. ZenPokerMentoring.com. It's an amazing site. I think it's still in the works, but I really feel it's an amazing site. I love it. I have a lot to do with it. I have my hand in it almost every single day. We also have obviously our Facebook page, which we try to keep updated on a regular basis, and we really appreciate you following us and so forth. And obviously our Twitter is we kept with the Insight, which we were going to use formally the name. It's called @Insight. So that's what we're doing as far as social media goes. And we appreciate everybody that's been out there from the Mark Hoke Show, and yourself and your friends and so forth that have been helping us out. We really enjoy it. So.
Oh, honored to be here. Honored to be here. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? This has been fantastic.
Does this actually get seen anywhere?
Yes, it does.
Oh, God.
I know. It's scary. The Vatican was watching, listening to some of our podcasts. I'm dead serious. I went and looked on our podcast place, and there's Vatican City. I'm like, okay.
That's too funny.
We've penetrated the Pope.
That's too funny.
I'm sorry, did I say? That may not have been the best wording we've had, but it's all good.
Just to name a couple other things we're doing, in particular with the Mark Hoke Show. And I don't even know if Mark Hoke knows about this, so don't tell him.
Okay.
The first day of the World Series, we're actually going to do our $1,000 drawing. So if anybody hasn't entered our $1,000 drawing yet, go to our website, zenpokermentoring.com, click on the link, enter, and you'll be entered into a $1,000 drawing. It'll be held on your show. So you know it's going to be held on your show.
Fair enough.
And so that we will have 1 million followers for that show. And
Yeah.
we'll draw it live on the radio if you're still live. And we'll use like a random name generator, and we'll draw it live, and then we'll check the database, make sure they're a current email and a subscription, and then we'll announce it live on the radio.
All right.
It'll be a blast.
Well, it sounds like a plan to me.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping over, Ace, and
Thank you, sir.
congratulations on everything here with Zen Poker Mentoring. And you can still come down here. I bet Ace would let you in for a discount. I bet he would.
I'll let
Just
you come in tomorrow. Half
yeah.
price.
Look, there you go. Come in tomorrow.
Half price.
Half price. See, this is what I do for my listeners. Do you see what I do for these people?
You can get 1 day of a 2-day event for half price. Fantastic. What a deal.
What more can I do?
Look, Ace even unlocked the door. Or somebody walked around and unlocked it for us.
Yeah,
We're
there
locked
you
in
go.
here for a minute.
It looked like a good idea. Closing the doors looked like a good idea on paper.
And then when you tried to open it,
And then kaboom.
It wouldn't open.
Yeah. Oh, that's even worse. Well, yeah, but this, I tell you what, this is, I get to sit in on a little bit of the clinic here, with Brian, and, just listening to the guy. You know how good he is.
Joe's going to be a better poker player.
I hope so, because
He was in there
he's kind of like
taking notes, paying attention
It's
real
like-
close. I don't think he's going to limp anymore. I really think Joe is done limping. That is big for Joe.
Well, I'm sure his wife would appreciate that.
Now, one thing I
will say our co-host Joe Payne is here. He's going through the clinic,
yeah,
so we'll get a chance to we'll sneak Joe in here, obviously too.
proof that you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, he has to execute first. But yeah, Joe's kind of give us a rundown on what's going on in there and so on. Of course, we have, like I said, we have Christy Arnett flying around, Kenneth James, Brian doing lecturing, and and of course the people that are here. We want
And there's so many more Zen Poker Mentoring coming up. And May 26th, the Cash Game mentoring with Brian Rast is going to be madness.
I should just go through that.
You should.
I should go through it because I got to start playing cash.
Tournaments are a great way to show your skills in poker, but if you want to make some money,
You got to play cash.
you got to play cash
gotta
games.
play
If
cash
you do not play cash games as a poker player, you're missing a ton of plus EV situations.
Were you gonna say ton of pot? You kind of slipped up on that for a second, Nate.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's okay.
I screw up all the time.
Yeah,
You should talk to me
I
sometime.
know that. Well, I'll tell you what, Joe's kind of here on. Let's get Joe in here and let's see what Joe's learned today. I'm excited about this. Joe Payne, of course, another co-host on the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV 1230 AM, who stole the microphone today and just ran with it. Just took charge, pimped the MPL.
Don't give me a mic.
It's all good. Well, Joe, so far going through this today, What have you learned? What do you think of the clinic so far?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, when you play poker, you think, I know what to do in this situation. I know the way Brian is breaking it down, and he's breaking it into segments as far as what you should be doing from early position, what you should be doing from middle position, what you should be doing from late position, how you're supposed to be sizing your bets up as far as, if you raise too much from early position, you're giving away the strength of your hand. If you make a consistent raise in other words, like Brian said, you already decided that if you're in any one of the top 3 early positions, you're going to raise X, no matter what your hand is. If you're raising from the next 3 positions, you're going to raise Y, and then Z. So in other words, no one can really get you. No one can really get the word I'm trying to, like a read on you as far as, like, if you raise pretty big from early position, you're pretty much telling somebody you have a really big hand.
Yeah, it's a betting tell.
Yeah, it's a betting tell, basically. And he's gone over that, and I tell you what, I've learned an enormous amount of stuff in maybe 4 hours so far. Not even 4, maybe like 3.5 hours. It's very, very worthwhile being down here.
Well, glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
So you're
And I
being
understand
indoctrinated.
that anybody coming down tomorrow gets half price.
Half price.
Wow. Oh, that's
So
pretty good.
half clinic, half price, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, but you'll be able to
let you in here as opposed to not being able
but
to.
but you'll still be able to pick up the notes from today.
Yep.
Even though you weren't here.
It's a packet, by the way. This is the packet. Look at this thing. Look at this. It's like a encyclopedia. I mean, this is a pizza. You could put pepperoni on this thing and serve it up. It's that
Plus,
thick.
they provided a very nice lunch too.
And a nutritious lunch, by the way.
Yeah. From All American Dave, is that where it was from?
I don't know.
I thought I heard that name being tossed around.
Well, Dave's coming in later.
Oh, so maybe he did supply the food then.
Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
It was pretty good though.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a pretty good stuff here. And of
And
course,
then we had the hand clinic too.
Yeah.
In between the first lecture, we sat around. There was like 3 different tables. We all got 30,000 in chips. And what was really interesting about how they processed this was that even if you folded, you kept your cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the hand was over, everyone turned their cards over, and you explain either why you called, why you raised, or why you folded. And you're able to, because most of the time it's a raise and maybe 1 call or maybe 2, and then no one ever gets to see what everyone else is folding. But with this kind of clinic, you're able to see people processing what they're thinking, and then you can kind of not necessarily pick up people's ideas, but you can kind of know your future what people are thinking and why they're not calling with certain hands and why they're calling. We had one guy at our table who was a maniac. I mean, he was raising with anything, and then halfway through, Christy asked him why he was raising, and he said, "Well, because I just had a feeling." She goes, "You're going to go broke," and he said, "I already have a circuit ring." So here's a guy who's got a circuit ring, and was very, very difficult to play. And I don't want to say he's a bad player. He's got a circuit ring, but he's the kind of guy that you just have no idea what he's on.
kind of like Kenneth James.
Kind of.
I have no idea what Kenneth James is on. I probably should get.
You're talking about poker now, or?
Oh no.
So it's been worthwhile being here today. Picked up a lot of good stuff.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying
Yeah.
it. And I'll let you keep doing it too. I mean,
Yeah.
you can hang here with us. You can go back in there, whatever you want.
I want to go back inside. That's where the
Wow.
good stuff is.
Okay.
Plus, you get a chance to talk to Kenneth.
Well, I'll talk to Kenneth. Yeah, we got to get a commercial break in, but
Okay.
we'll definitely talk to Kenneth James.
All right. Well,
I miss Kenneth.
I'm going back inside.
Because all I have to do with Kenneth James is I just have to say,
Just turn the
"Hi,"
mic on.
say hi, how are you?
And that's it.
And I'm just like,
It's not a Jamie Goal answer where you ask Jamie one question and the show is over.
well, with him, it pretty much is.
With Kenner,
Okay,
you
I might
ask
get
him-
2. I might
No,
get
you
2.
might get 3 or 4, but the information Kenner's going to give you is excellent. Plus, he might even break out into a song because he does have a pretty good
Love's more
voice.
comfortable the second time around.
And he comes with a little cute puppy too, by the way.
Yes.
So I'm going to go back inside, but take a break and we'll talk to Kenner.
All right, there you go. Joe Payne stopping in here, co-host of the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV 1230 AM and KLAV 1230am.com. enjoying the time in the clinic. All right, so I'll tell you, we're going to take a break, and we come back. I guess Kenneth James is going to join us. That'll be kind of fun. And we're going to ask about the situation with Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, by the way. I got to see if we can get an advanced copy. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle. Right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And I see, it's amazing. You just hit a button, you switch it off, you go.
Really? Are we back from commercial already?
We are. Wow, look at this guy. Looking good too, by the way. Kenneth James in the house.
Hey guys, welcome. Welcome me, I guess, to the Mark Hoke Show once again.
Very happy to have you back, sir. And by the way, I feel good about myself now because I wear those Mark Hoke Show shirts that I had.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a little different wearing a shirt that has your name on it. You know what I mean? You don't want to seem vain or anything like that.
I have a lovely girlfriend that bought that had these made for me, and the reason is sometimes I forget who I am.
Yeah, understandable.
So I can just look down now.
If I were you, I'd forget who I was sometimes too.
Exactly. That's I understand.
I love Kenneth James. He's one of the favorite guests we've ever had on the show for years and years.
Too kind.
What's going on with you, brother?
Wow. Well, we got the main event at Venetian tomorrow. It's actually day 1 and day 2. Right? We started yesterday and today, and I'm here supporting Brian Rast and Zen Poker. I think it's a great concept.
Yeah, you've done a lot of instruction in the past, so I mean, just what are your impressions about what you've seen so far?
Well, I just got here today. Today's day 1, so I haven't seen a lot. But I've worked with Ace before and Paul, and I know that they always put together a really top-notch program. And never worked with Brian. I've worked with a lot of pros. I haven't worked with Brian, so I'm really excited about that. And he's just had great success, and I love what he talks about, having a balanced approach, soul, mind, body, and I'm all into that. And, I coach a lot of that myself personally, so it's a great fit, and I'm here to deal some hand labs for him and talk to some of his students, and it's exciting.
Yeah, I know for you, like I said, you've been into that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think the poker community maybe in the last 4 or 5 years has really started to discover everything that goes into being successful off the felt.
Mm-hmm.
That helped carry over to what they do when they play. And I know that wasn't the case a long time ago. I mean, a lot of players took care of themselves. It was go out and drink and get hammered and do whatever other vices you could possibly come up with. But especially over the past couple of years, I think there's really been a trend to take that what used to be this, at the felt, and now expanding that out to the point where it's almost like this is how much you worry about playing, and then you worry about everything else here.
Yeah, and it's not just off the felt too. It's even on the felt, because Zen, the philosophy of Zen is about balance. But I mean, we think about our poker decisions. A person will just think, okay, all in, I've got the best hand, but they won't balance it with other considerations, like it might be where they're at in the overall in the tournament, or the other consideration about the opponent or the position. So there's so many factors today that people are thinking about that you want to balance, that. So even on the table, and then your emotions, of course. The 3 areas that we're talking about here are mind, body, and spirit or soul, depending on how you want to label it. And they're very different. The mind, where your emotions and your thinking happens and your reasoning faculties, all that. A lot of people don't effectively use their mind, or really even go into thinking. They're just into the sensation of feeling good, and stuff like that. So it's nice to have a program, hopefully, that you'll treat each of those separately. The body, the physical body, that we have, and conditioning that so it's prepared to play. You and I, are more conditioned for football than poker. Probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's okay.
I'm getting
At least we're gaining awareness, and at least we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that's where it starts, and then we can start to do something about it.
One thing that has come up on a lot of my shows recently, talking to Zach Grunberg, let's see who else, Nick Schulman, Ryan Araquazo, about the soul part of it, depression and mental illness and things like that, and addiction that have crept into people's lives. And I think it's been very good that these guys have started to become very open about this, because I think there is a lot of that in the poker community. There's a lot of people that are harboring issues that they're afraid to talk about, and it really affects them and their lives and their game and everything. Do you see more of that happening now, that people are being more open about what's going on inside and trying to help people out?
Yeah, I do. That's a good point, Mark. Excellent point. It is scary when you bring out your emotions or your real feelings about something. But the two things you mentioned are very different. A person's spirit and their emotion or their mind, their depression. That all is in the emotions, and it happens in the mind, the mental. The spiritual person, the spirit of the person, we're each unique. At the core of that person and who they are, their kind of stamp. Some people at the core are very sensitive. Some people are very,
calloused,
obnoxious. They are who they are at the core. The depression and all those things and the emotions and things, those are, I believe, on top of what the spirit, it's what we mock up. It's just, for example, a poker player. When he identifies himself as a poker player, well, I'm a poker player. That's not who he is as a spiritual being, as a spirit. That's who he's put on as his valence or on top of that. And how he feels about it is his mind working. The spirit, I believe, is underneath all of that. And this is a topic, example, you and I are talking about that you normally don't talk about in poker. It's almost taboo, So it's great that we have a platform now, that Brian is starting, and Ace, to start to talk about these things. I know we got a hypnotherapist coming in.
Are you going to get hypnotized?
I don't think so, only because,
I think it'd be fun.
If I come tomorrow, I will. I have been hypnotized before. It's very, it's interesting. I'll put it that way. But I think I'm going to be playing the main event tomorrow at Venetian. But if I'm here, I'll definitely do it.
Yeah, get a little zen before you go in there. Get a little relaxation therapy.
Have you been hypnotized?
I have never been hypnotized.
Really?
No,
have you ever done one of
can
those?
Take control of my mind.
Have you ever done one of those float tanks?
No, I've never done one of those either.
Really?
I live such a sheltered life, Kenny. You know this.
Wow. You don't. So, okay. Well, what do you do for fun, or what do you do outside of? I mean, I know you work all the time.
I mostly spend time with the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good family man.
Watch a little TV, relax, take it easy.
What do you watch?
Right now, the best show on TV, by the way, The Flash.
The Flash.
The
Is
Flash.
that based on Flash Gordon?
Yeah, it's superhero, The Flash.
Superhero.
The Scarlet Speedster, if you will. But yeah, I watch cooking shows. I watch all sorts of stuff. I'm pretty.
Really?
Yeah.
Cooking.
My politics, everything. Yeah, I've got it covered.
Nice. Yeah, I know. Well, you've got a great knowledge base on a lot of different areas. I know that.
Yeah, I'm the jack of all trades.
Cool. Well, you're
not the expert, but the jack.
You're doing your show is ongoing, lasting. I think it's an important show. For our poker community to have. So it's good that you just keep going.
Well, I appreciate that, Ken. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So now I got to ask, because of course you guys got me set up on this Paul Blart Mall Cop tour.
Oh, that's right. You were
now. I have not seen.
I saw the trailer for it.
We saw the trailer?
The movie the other night. We saw the trailer. It was hysterical, and you're in it.
What?
You're in it. Not in the trailer, but you're in the movie.
I am in the movie?
I think so.
We'll
have to talk. We're going to have to talk to Julie, the casting director, who cast you in that movie.
She did, and she did a great job with that casting decision, by the way.
Yeah, she keeps asking me, is Mark available to do more work? And I says, I think he's doing the show. He's busy.
Well, I'd make time. I'd find a way to get in a skit. If I have to dress in a dog suit or something like that, just don't make me the left shark.
The shark. Is that the same as the shark on the left? Well, I did do.
That's right.
I can't give the details yet.
But you got some work.
I got a really good role in a big picture. It's going to get distributed and come out probably the first of next year. And can I say who my main scene is with Nicolas Cage?
No, really? Wow.
And Elijah Wood is in the film, and so I've got a really nice scene with him, and it was great working with him. And
Well, congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, it's huge. Actually, I'm breaking this on this show, but I can't say the name or anything yet because we still have principal photography for like one more week, and then I'm going to let everybody know. Maybe I'll come on your show and announce it, which is kind of a big deal for me,
Well, that is amazing.
I used to be an actor before.
Right.
Poker.
Right.
And it looks like it's going to be a great film. So.
Did you towered over Elijah Wood, didn't you?
Yes,
he's not tall.
He is not tall, but what a nice guy, man! I tell you, the first time we met at a pre-production party, and it was downtown here, and we were at one of these bars, and it had all the the wooden beams across, so it looked like we were in Lord of the Rings. And I said, "There's Frodo."
Oh God!
I didn't say it. I did not say it, but that's what I thought. See, a thought is in the mind, by the way. And I bought him a beer, and so I can say I bought Frodo a beer. It's great.
Very cool. I'm
a little stargazing.
I don't blame you.
It was fun.
I can tell you missed it. I mean, just the way your eyes lit up when we started talking about it. You really missed doing the acting, didn't you?
I do. It was I got to thank Julie who put me up for the role, and then. I wasn't really going to audition for it. She just brought me in to read against a bunch of the people that were there for callbacks, and the directors and the producers really liked me, and so they brought me back for another callback and did a little screen test and ended up getting it.
Nice. High five, brother.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So cool.
So
awesome.
I'm
glad I can announce that here on your show.
Well, it's fantastic. I'm happy for you.
Not officially announce it, but in a week I'll tell you more about it.
Oh, I can't wait. Well,
because there's security concerns and things like that. We're shooting here in town.
Yeah.
And they don't want a lot of people,
crashing the scene. There's nothing going on in Las Vegas. Nothing going on.
It seems ridiculous, but that's,
well, it makes sense. It's all good. Well, once again, by the way, thanks to both of you for the Palm Larts thing. So I'm waiting. I want to see a copy. I'm dying to see this. If that scene got in there, I'm going to be...
Tell us about your scene.
My scene was I think it was kind of everybody was getting together outside in the cabana area out there at the convention.
Okay.
And I was, I think, background talker number 4.
Really?
Yeah.
You actually had a talking.
Well, I was chit chatting behind everybody.
You were.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, some of the things I said during that, I couldn't even say them on the radio.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
It was pretty bad.
That's cool.
But I was very expressive as I loosened up a little bit, in front of the camera. It was fun. It was a great experience.
Screw this poker thing, man. Let's
hook me up.
No,
ask my wife. I can act with the best of them.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be on. I'm pretty sure you're going to be on set again this year sometime.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
well, I'm so happy everything's going well for you. And by the way, if anybody hasn't followed you on Twitter, what's your Twitter account?
Kenna_James. And that's my Twitter account. Oh, also Talkers. Can I give a quick plug to Talkers? If you go to talkers.com, a friend of mine, TAWKERS. It's a fairly new app where people can chat and talk, and you can view in on my own personal chats with people and stuff.
Oh wow, there you go.
It's a cool new thing, and Blakey in New York is a friend of mine who's launching this thing. It's already launched, so I'm just Kenna James on there. You can friend me on that, and I'll chat with you.
Okay.
And
I can just give people your phone number too if you'd like.
that might be a little much.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, yeah, they can email me if they want to chat here or there or have a question. I'd be glad. Or you don't have a call in, huh? I wouldn't mind answering questions.
Yeah, I didn't turn that on. I'm sorry. But
Next time we'll do that. Especially when we're talking about spirit, mind, body, because it's such a deep subject, but it's not really. It's actually shallow and deep at the same time. You can make it deep, I guess.
My wife said that to me too the other night.
Huh?
My wife said that to me too the other night.
She said, "You're deep."
You can make it deep, yeah.
Make it deep.
Yeah.
And what did you say?
I said,
I'll have to use my fist.
That's all I've got. Zen Poker mentoring, everybody. We're at the clinic. We're having a great time. See, this is what Kenna does to me. I mean, I still remember that night. It was you, me, and Dutch, and we stayed on the show for about 4 or 5 hours.
Really? Dutch boy,
Just going off. That was something else.
Yeah, it's fun to take a topic and just challenge points of view and different things like that. Especially things that are not politically correct.
Yeah.
I like doing that myself. It makes it fair. And I saw, I don't know when you're going to take me out or what our spot is. How long do we have?
Well,
we have some time.
I get another break in here shortly, but.
Oh, we do? Okay. When we go to break, you can.
We gotta do the song. I'm sorry.
So I wrote this song. Let me tell you a little bit about the song.
Okay, I'm going to try not to blast everybody out, but go ahead.
Oh, that's right.
Give me the lead in here.
Well, the lead in is just that, when I was traveling around the world playing poker for 10 years or whatever it was, I made a lot of sacrifices. When you're following your dreams, you make a lot of sacrifices that people don't see because they just see the glory, And but a lot of my family made some sacrifices, my kids and things like that. And so I wrote this song a few years back, and it's a poker song, but it talks about the pains and trials of following your dreams, and it's called "Dream This Dream." And so we'll play it.
All right, let's play it, and hopefully we'll.
I don't know if will they be able to hear it.
Oh yeah, they'll be able to hear it. I'm just hoping they don't have to hear it too loudly.
Oh,
I'll turn the volume down there a little bit because that could hurt.
All right,
we're on the super fast internet in here, so it might take a second, but we'll get it rolling there.
Cool, and then maybe we'll chat. Unless I've got to go do a lab, we'll chat some after the break and maybe talk about some really interesting things.
Sounds good.
All right, it's always great to see you, Mark. I'm glad I'm here, man.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Looking forward to you and Paul Blart too.
Oh, the kids are gonna love it.
All right. Well, I hope you get this song.
Yeah, it'll load someday. So
cool.
All right, Kenna James, everybody, and we're gonna get "Dream This Dream" on in here as soon as it loads up. Sometime. We're not hardwired in here, so bear with us. But
here it is.
There we go. Oh, it teased us there for a second. Yeah, it'll play sometime here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it
has to. What is that called when it?
Buffering.
It's buffering.
Yeah,
that sounds like a lot. That's buffering. Buffering sounds like a sexual term to me.
It could be. Look at Nate Dowland over here.
Buffer.
Oh, this is just denigrated all of a sudden.
No. Okay. So Ace just walked into the room. Yeah. You did your time. Is it playing?
It's trying to. I swear.
It's trying to play. It's just not going to do it.
That's a very pleasant 8 seconds we've heard so far.
8 seconds? Oh my God! This is going to be painful. We're going to have to do this back in studio when you have.
Yeah.
We have it. So
I'll try and get it loaded up. We'll queue it up for later or something.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Anyway, go to commercial. Great to see you. And talk
good to see you too, brother.
All right. And go Zen Poker.
Oh, and it's actually playing. So.
Seasons have changed as we begin our show. So many years I spent playing this game that I wonder, will this be my last chance at fame? 'Cause I've dreamed this dream for as long as I remember. I came so close, but in the cold month of December, the my family one more time to chase this dream across this sky. I'm crying, Lord, I'm trying to hang on. Some they measure risk, they take no chance. Well, I've lived this life like it's always a dance. At times the sun shines, and at times it rains. At times there are tears, but it's part of the game. 'Cause I've dreamed this dream for as long as I remember. I came so close, but in the cold month of December, the journey turned so long and lonely, I've almost given up. And as I leave my family one more time to chase this dream that's only mine, I'm crying, Lord, I'm trying to hang on. The road I'm on brings much despair. You're holding maces and the table to bear. No matter what the turn brings, shall now free and journey on. I've lived a life.
All right, there you go. We got Kenna James, Dream This Dream. You can check it out on YouTube. Nate Dowland in here too. I don't. Nate's computer has gone haywire. Kenna broke it. Let's blame Kenna on there.
Oh, yeah, I gotta know something.
Oh,
Okay, so I made a couple of calls,
okay. We made some calls.
and here's the deal. The deal is, if you want to work on this movie that I'm in
Okay.
next week,
Okay.
let me check with my sources. Is that good next week? We're good. You're on. That'll be your second. I just said it. I said
Wow,
it.
another acting credit for me, sort of.
Absolutely. That'd be good, man. Awesome. And it's a great scene with Nicolas Cage and who else? Could be? A very small day, so you'll definitely get some.
Oh, all right.
Is he the guy that gets shot?
Oh, I hope so. Do I have to die? Yes.
Dive or die?
Oh, dive.
Dive.
Oh, I've done
You
that.
probably got to dive out of the way.
I've done that. I was a volleyball coach. I got that covered, man. I played volleyball for years.
This you should see this scene that I did. A guy had to hop out of a 2-story window, right, almost onto the ground with just a little pad. It was amazing, and then we did it over and over. This guy just shoots out of a 2-story window, and just like he's a UFC guy, right?
Yeah.
It does a roll and then hops over this iron gated fence that's all pointy. It's just amazing. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
And he said, all right, let's go again. After about 8 times, he's like, man, I need a break, man. And my knees are starting to. It was amazing. I just.
That's something. Wow.
It was really cool. So anyway, so that would be great.
All right. So
And then you'll be at the premiere, and we'll be eating popcorn, watching you on the big screen.
me. Oh man, I better get in the weight room for a couple of days.
Now listen, you got to be there though.
Oh,
I'm going to get you the detail after the show. We'll get you the
Absolutely.
details,
Okay.
and then you'll be in the movie with me. Awesome. There you go.
That-
Great
well,
to
thank
great
you.
to see you guys again, man. Awesome.
All right. There you go. Well, Anise, and we're passing the microphone around off camera, which is okay.
Well, I was criticized earlier this week on your show
Yeah.
for not bringing the ladies on, just having them, not live.
Yeah.
So I have one of them here live. I'm going to walk her out here. Now, you guys be nice and behave, and we'll do it again for you real soon. But I'll go get one of them right now.
Okay. Give me.
All right.
Give me like 3 or 4 minutes. 'Cause I do have to get a commercial break in, but we'll.
Can we have requests that Christy comes in the before or the after?
God,
photo
Nate
outfit that she
Dowland.
had in the interview?
Nate Dowland.
Just
Are you kidding me?
Christy
Oh my
Arnett is an
God.
absolute amazing
Yeah, I know.
player. And friend.
All right. Well, let's get this commercial break in, then we'll come back with Christy Arnett. But wow, I'm recruited again.
That's fantastic.
That's got to be something.
Mark is giddy. So we're going to have a good rest of the show for sure.
You betcha. All right, so stick around, everybody. We'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Zen Poker Mentoring Clinic at the Meet Las Vegas Event Center downtown.
Fabulous Las Vegas.
You betcha, right off Fremont Street where all the crazies are. So stick around, everybody, and we will be right back.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app and we'll see you at the tables.
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the feld. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back.
Hello.
Yeah, and I guess I'm going to be in a movie again. This is exciting, but not as exciting as this.
You're going to be in a movie again?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, I was given an extra spot in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Yeah.
A real thing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And apparently I'm doing another one. So, how about
Well,
that?
congrats. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. This is just.
Is that Kevin James?
That's Kevin James, yeah.
No.
Oh, Kevin James. Oh, yeah.
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 He's one of my favorites.
On the Segway and everything?
Yeah.
I didn't get a Segway, though.
Oh, it's messed up.
Yeah. But I got some nice time at the pool at the Wynn.
It's awesome.
So that was cool. Christy Arnett with us, of course. And how's it
Hi.
going in there? What's up?
It's awesome. Having a really good time. Yeah.
So now I am stunned to hear that you were actually nervous when you had to speak in there. I mean, I can't believe you've done so much on poker news. What was a little different about this?
Well, I have, yes, it's true. I've done lots of interviews and presenting, but this was a little bit different. It was teach us something, and you've got 45 minutes. So, I've done like 2-minute interviews. It's totally different. It was out of my comfort zone, and it's kind of like, you're facing an audience too. Whereas in my job, there was just a camera. Nobody can like yawn or boo or whatever it is. And so, yeah, it was a totally different experience, but it was fun.
So what did you bring in there? Tell everybody a little bit about what you talked about. You don't need to give the whole thing away, but.
Well, I basically introed the course, so I'm the first thing that people see, which actually made me even more nervous. But what I talked about this morning was a little bit about balance, life balance, and ego in poker, and specifically how it applies and how you can identify it. Because I feel like there's lots of advice out there from pros that are like, there's no room for ego in poker, but what does that really mean? And we talked about that, and also the the benefits of deep breathing at the poker table and away from the poker table as well.
Why is it so important?
Well, our body is designed to get rid of just breathing is like 70% of the way that our body gets rid of toxins. And for a lot of different reasons, such as how sedentary a lot of us are, our jobs are sitting down, poker players sit all day, often in a slouched over manner, which constricts their breathing.
I know nothing about that, by the way.
And also, like for women, like a societal thing, like when we breathe, we often restrict our stomach because we don't want to like have our stomach sticking out. I mean, men as well, but it's a little bit more common amongst women. So there are lots of different reasons why we don't breathe deeply, and the benefits of breathing like these deep belly breaths where you like expand your diaphragm, where your stomach sticks out when you breathe in and comes back towards your spinal cord as you breathe out, is like elevated mood. You're releasing toxins. Also, it helps with like actual physical pain, and also bringing your like the levels of, like when you're in a poker hand, a lot of times your adrenaline is rushing, right? You can feel it. Your heart beats faster, or if you're on tilt and you're angry, our body kind of goes in that fight or flight mode, and you have, stress hormones like cortisol pumping through your body and adrenaline, and breathing kind of brings those levels back down and centers you so that you can better make decisions that are, from your brain and not an emotional standpoint.
Now, one thing I'm really curious about with you is we didn't get to talk about too much on the show, but your transition from live poker, from doing the reporting to live poker now, certainly has been, I'm sure it's been very stressful. It's very, very educational. But was there something that really caught you off guard when you made the switch? That, I mean, you've known everybody and you've been around and everybody knew who you were, but now it's a totally different world. And I don't think people understand that just because we're in the poker media doesn't mean we're in the poker circle. So,
Right.
so it's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
What was different for you?
Well, actually, this may sound silly or duh or kind of like, what were you thinking? But when I quit my job and I started playing full time, I was surprised and shocked and pissed that I wasn't making as much money as my peers. And I was like, well, what's going on? And I really had to take a look at that. I literally, for some reason, expected to make as much money as my peers who had been grinding probably 4 to 5 times more hours and hands than I had for the past 4 or 5 years, because I was reporting and I was playing very, it wasn't very consistent because I was working. And but I have been around the game. I've always been a winner, and I knew I could do it. And then I was like, I really expect to have the same hourly as them. No, I had to, put my head down and work really hard, play a lot of hours. And, just because we're in the poker media and just because we also play doesn't mean, these people who have spent, 40 times, committed their whole full-time work hours to playing poker. So I don't know, that might sound really stupid, or like, why did I even think that in the first place? But yeah.
Yeah, and you hopped right in, actually, and went on Poker Night in America, too, pretty quickly there.
I was still working for Poker News when
that's right, yeah, you're still there.
was on Poker Night in
What
America.
was that like for you to play on Poker Night in America? Because I think a lot of people were like, wow, Christy's on there, and like, wow, Christy's on there. You know what I mean?
It was nerve-wracking, of course. It was the biggest game I've ever played in. I sold action to play in it, and it was a really amazing opportunity. I think that I really realized how much people kind of like really didn't. I always thought people knew. I'm like, no, I do strategy. I play all the time. I thought people really understood that. But when it was aired and people responded, they're like, this is fake money, right? Or she obviously is not playing with her own money, or those kinds of comments. So yeah, I think people were definitely surprised. I think that it was an amazing experience, and I'm glad that I did it, but it was, I don't know, I'm proud of how I played, and I was kind of upset that, because I wanted to play as the game dictated, which I think that I did, but I think I would have been able to mix it up even more had I not gotten stacked the first hand I played.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it was fun. I mean, I've gotten to go to, I'm working with Poker Night in America and doing some stuff, and I have the opportunity, if I want to put the money together, to go in and do it. Give me a couple of tips for that. If I wanted to go on Poker Night in America, what should I be ready for?
Well, it is generally a very, very loose game. I think that if there are good players, really good players at the table, you don't want to be deep with them, because they'll make you squirm if they know that you are playing in a game higher than you usually play, and you're deep. They're gonna make you suffer. So
okay, I'll be ready for that.
Yeah. So I mean, it just totally depends on who's at your table.
Okay, fair enough. Now, of course, with the clinic here at Zen Poker, you're helping out with the hand labs, doing some other stuff. What can everybody expect from you the rest of the clinic?
They can expect me to give them tough love.
Ooh, baby.
I think that
here we go
it's
again.
super important to be honest,
straightforward,
and not sugarcoat things. But I also want them to know that I care about them and that I care what they get out of this weekend, and that it improves their poker game. So I want them to know that I'm coming from a place of I care about you, but don't play that shit. You know what I mean?
Atta girl. That's what I like about you, Chris. You don't pull a punch. I love it. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. I mean, from the media side of it, and having known you for a while, I'm really proud of what you've done. I mean, it's
Thank you.
It takes a lot of courage to do what you did, and I'm glad to see things are working out for you, and that the success is coming. And you know what? How about getting one of those bracelets this summer? How about that?
Let's do that.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, let's do that. So the next time you can introduce me on the show, and you'll be like, bracelet winner, no big deal.
See, now I have to do that with Holloway all the time.
I know.
It's so annoying, isn't it?
Know.
You can't just say Poker News reporter Chad Holloway's World Series of Poker bracelet winner,
it used to be
published author, blah,
Holloway,
blah. I know.
And now it's whatever.
Yeah. We love them, though. It's all good. Well,
all right. Hand labs.
All right.
I gotta go.
Go get them.
All right.
Thanks Christy. Appreciate it. Christy Arnett. Boy, we're just rolling out the all-star cast on this show.
Let me ruin the all-star cast and come on back in.
Maybe we'll get enough YouTube hits to satisfy people on this one. Maybe. We'll find out. Nady D, you were in the room. What's up? What's going on in there?
They are getting ready to do their second set of hand labs. Waiting for All-American Dave to show up for the next set of lessons.
I hope Dave's bringing food.
I don't think he is. This beautiful place, the Meet, Las Vegas Convention Center, is gorgeous, but you have to pull some strings to bring in outside food, even if you're All-American Dave.
Oh, wow.
And strings were not pulled.
No, no tugging of stringage around here. There you go. Oh, my God. By the way, Casino Examiner, the chat box, had a couple comments. Let's see. What do we have? Let's see. Arnett got valuable exposure during Mike Matisau's threatening another player for slow rolling. Yes.
That was
great.
great.
Yes, that was something else. That was something else. We remember
was that.
that.
Deeb? That was
Sean Deeb. Yes.
Sean Deeb, the slow rolled Matisau. That was great.
Oh, that was horrible. That one was bad.
I do not
I
mind
hate slow rolling.
I just
hated
Matisau getting
anybody.
slow rolled because of the entertainment afterwards.
The entertainment afterwards might have been worth it, but
It is.
still. Mike is a good friend. And by the way, Mike is doing well.
He's recovering from
that back surgery. Hoping to be back for the World Series this year.
Just hoping? Really?
Yeah.
Come on, that one kid showed back up after he had like a horrible seizure and whatnot. He showed back up the next year.
Well, it took him a while.
Yeah.
Well, 2.
Was it 2? No, it was just 1 year, wasn't it?
I think he missed last year and he's back. He just started playing a tournament this year, so hopefully back this time around. But yeah, Mike nearly paralyzed from that nerve issue that he had. So we're looking forward to seeing the mouth back at the World Series, hopefully, and
hopefully in good health. That's all.
In good health, and a great guy. We miss him, and get him back out on the circuit here pretty soon. But wow, what a great clinic so far, and what a great time we're having on the show.
There's so many people here. If you have questions or anything, it's all right there.
And all hell is breaking loose. I'm going to be in another movie. I guess are you in there too?
Yeah, I can't wait.
If you dive at me, you'll lose. I'm just going to tell you right now.
I don't want the diving. You can have the diving.
I'll take. I want to do the dive.
I think you make a great dive.
Now I'm going to have to do.
If they have the distance of how far you can dive, let's make a guess in the chat room. At least Casino Examiner's in there. He'll be able to tell us. What do you think? How far do you think Mark could dive in feet?
I have good diving capabilities. I mean, I have a little extra baggage on me right now, but I still have good diving capabilities.
I wish we had enough room in here for you to practice dive for the
I'm
camera.
not diving on that. You freaking kidding me? That's like a granite floor down there. I'll pass on that.
All right.
But hey, if I get hurt on set,
Oh yeah, workman's comp for life.
Yeah,
right from.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. Oh my God! Hey, by the way, we want to thank all of our great sponsors of the show, and of course, thanks to Zen Poker Mentoring for having us out here. Get signed up for those clinics, guys. You're going to have fantastic instruction. I've gotten to see a little bit of it today. With Brian Rast doing a fantastic job. ZenPokerMentoring.com is where you want to go. So make sure you check that out and get signed up today for all these clinics they have coming up. We also got to thank our good friends at PokerShop.com.
Where you can get everything for your poker needs.
My God, have you been on that site?
So many times. I get on there and I get confused. I'm like, I want this, I want this, I want this.
It's ridiculous. 10% off with the code Hoke, so make sure you guys go to PokerShop.com. Also have our good friends at ABC Chinese Poker.
Oh, such an addicting game.
Oh, my God.
If you don't have anything to do with your life, just get this game. That's all you need.
I play the computer
water,
too.
Just this game.
It's weird. I was just going for the phone, but it's actually ringing, so I can't pop it up. But check it out, guys. You're going to love it. Get on your iPhone or iPad today. Plus, Nikolai said so. When Nikolai says something, you must do.
Open face Chinese poker.
So get that app down.
With the deuce to 7 variant.
Yep. Well, look, it's All-American Dave.
There he is.
Yes, how about that?
Absolutely.
He sneaked into the building. Not only is he a great cook, but he's a superhero too, apparently.
he's sneaky.
Oh my God, All-American Dave in the house. There you go. Who else do we have to thank? We got a lot of people here. Poker Night in America, of course. Make sure you check them out Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network. Guaranteed you're going to love the show. Just finished up the ladies' nights, so those are rerunning now, I think.
Yeah.
But another taping coming up at the Sugar House in Philadelphia. I'll be there.
Oh, really? You're going out to Philly? Huh?
Yep, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to go to Philadelphia. Well, but it's in April.
Oh, all right.
Late April, so it's all good. No, it won't be cold in Philadelphia in late April. Hopefully. I hope not.
Okay.
I hope not. So make
Don't
sure
expect
you go
over 60.
I lived there, Nate.
Yeah.
I know what it's like.
April.
Yeah, April's good.
And
April's good. So once again, Poker Night in America, 10 p.m. CBS Sports Network on Monday nights. Our good friend Dutch Boyd with the Poker Tilt book. Make sure you download that today or go buy a copy at pokertilt.com. Also available Amazon and Kindle. So make sure you check that out. Let's see. Are we forgetting anybody else? I think we're good. I don't have my list with me today, so I'm kind of winging this a little bit. But make sure you check us out on KLEV 12:30 a.m. and KLEV1230am.com. Of course, we're out of Las Vegas. Looking forward to some exciting stuff going on with KLAV. We're going to keep it quiet because we're supposed to, but some big news coming soon.
Really, really big good news.
Hopefully it doesn't turn into a disaster for us, but we'll keep our fingers crossed.
We're good.
Yeah, I hope so. But make sure you check us out Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on KLEV1230am.com. Oh, also Nevada Poker League, make sure you mention them like Joe did in the clinic. Took the mic and ran. Nevada Poker League, free poker here in Las Vegas, so make sure you check it out. 21 locations.
But that's not the big part about it.
Yeah, you can play for a seat in the World Series.
Exactly. A free seat in the World Series.
Wait, I think it's in some sort of main event. It's in some sort of $10,000 main event.
Some sort.
Some sort of $10,000 main event. But make sure you guys go play, have a great time at, of course, NevadaPokerLeague.com. And also a couple trips coming up for us. I want to make sure I mention these two while we're at it. We've got these going back to the Seminole Hard Rock for the Poker Showdown coming up.
Wow.
$5 million guarantee.
That's going to be a great tournament again.
April 6th through the 22nd is the series. And I was just telling Christy, because Christy was talking about going down to that series. And I said, you got to go. You got to go. The value is there. Some of the qualifiers, when they catch them on the off days, when they're giving away 10 seats and they get 40 players for some of those, I mean, you're getting a 1 in 4 shot. There was literally one qualifier that once registration had closed, they were down to one table for like 3 or 4 seats because people kept getting knocked out. I mean, and obviously a $5 million guaranteed tournament too.
And it's not as nitty as it is here in Vegas, down in Florida.
No.
It is so nitty here in Vegas. It is
not,
hard.
It is not a knit fest at Seminole Hard Rock.
That's what I miss. I got to get back to nitty poker, and I'm not finding enough nitty poker here in Las Vegas.
I'm sorry. Well, you're not going to get nits down in Florida, that's for sure. So check it out at shrpo.com or Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. I'll be down there doing coverage, shows, all sorts of fun stuff, so make sure you check it out. And we also have our event at the PPC for the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour in May, May 15th through the 24th. Yep, 15th through the 24th at Tampa Bay Downs.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. Show will be headed to Tampa for the first time. So that's pretty cool.
I've been to Busch Gardens. You ever been to Busch Gardens?
I've been to a couple of Busch Gardens. Not that specific one in Tampa.
I've been to that one specific.
Yeah, but pretty cool stuff. So you can check them out at ppcpokertour.com. Yeah. So
plan a family vacation with that one.
Possibly. Yeah. That's right before the World Series, too.
Yeah. So you'll be able to get in a little vacation with a family right before the 7 weeks of summer camp starts.
49 days of hell is what that is.
Why? How can you call it hell? It's like 49 days of just bliss.
Because I work. It's fun.
But where else would you want to be?
Tahiti, Fiji, Sanya.
No? You're not a player. You're not a poker player.
I am a poker player. I'm going to try and play a couple events this year.
Good idea. That might make you have high expectations for the 7 weeks instead of 7 weeks of hell.
No, we have a lot of fun. Of course, we're going to be doing some great things at the World Series. Make sure you catch us down there at the WSOP. All right, so there you go. Taking a breather there. We're all good. Christy said breathe. I just feel those ugly toxins just leaving my body. She's right, though, about that. That is a great teaching lesson to learn, and that's the kind of stuff you're going to get down here. Elliot Rowe is going to be down here tomorrow.
Elliot,
famous hypnotist. He's got some great stuff, and of course, you're not going to be doing a monkey dance or clucking like a chicken or anything like that. It's mostly relaxation.
I've been
helping your mindset. So.
I've been using Elliot's stuff and live sessions with Elliot for the last 3 years, and I'll tell you this: his voice, I can hear in my head when I'm making decisions.
Ooh, the dulcet tones of Elliot Rowe.
Because of what he teaches when he's got you under and hypnotizes you.
Your brain
he teaches you how to do it subconsciously. It's great.
It's cool stuff. So, and once again, we did have an offer extended that if you want to come down, you can get the clinic for half price if you want to come down and show up tomorrow.
For tomorrow's. Yeah.
So come on down here. We're at the D, or across from the D, at the Meet Las Vegas Event Center here for Zen Poker Mentoring. Great clinic. Brian Rast, Vanessa Russo is going to be here tomorrow. Christy Arnett. So should be a lot of fun.
855 Zen Poker.
And
give Ace a call now. Sign up for tomorrow.
And of course, we have a. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, we got another show tomorrow. 3:30.
Yeah.
3:30. So, yeah, and this was a fun one.
Yeah. I think we should set up next to the TVs for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. I was kind of hoping we were hooked up here, but that's where they put us today. So, but we have the nice, comfortable, office-y background back here. So.
Yeah. Nice elevator shaft that he threw us in.
Yeah. It's all right. Oh, my God. But, yeah, what a great show. And, of course, we had a ton of guests on here. Ace McFarland joining us. Christy Arnett, Ken James. We'll get Rasty at some point when he's not busy. But, he is the main instructor in there.
All-American Dave just walked
All-American Dave just walked in. I mean,
could have a lane flyby.
Oh, here you go. Back-to-back flag. He had a great time playing the games we did on the show, by the way. I don't know if you remember that show way back when, one of our first shows on KLAV. It'll be good to talk to Lane again. Great guy. I'm glad he's doing well. So, yeah. So
he's had to overcome a lot.
He has.
He really
and has done a great job. Has really got his life on track. So, good to see that.
Hopefully, he can get under E-Dog's skin a little.
Don't do that. Hey, by the way, there's a couple news stories I mentioned. I say, let's get one more commercial break in because I want to hit a couple of these before we wrap this thing up and
for sure,
see what else is going on here. So let's take one more break and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you on the other side.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle. Right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the feld. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Faced Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the Open-Faced Chinese Poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way. With all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back with the switch. There you go, Nate, with it. Good job. Thanks. I didn't have to do it for you. I appreciate that.
Amazing, isn't it?
We're back here live at the Zen Poker Mentoring inaugural clinic event at the Meet Las Vegas Event Center. Great facility here, by the way. Gorgeous. Man, I'll tell you what. I want to do something here. Yeah. I think we need to have a party, or I'm sure it probably costs an arm and a leg, but we can work on that.
Yeah, we can cut off one of your arms. Chop it up.
That's very nice. Chop it up. Chop it up. I had a 9-way chop at the Plaza the other last night, 2 nights ago.
9-way chop, a $3 tournament.
No, it was the $33 tournament.
A $33, $500 guaranteed for first place.
$500 guaranteed for first place on that. Yeah, we had like a $1,600 prize pool for that thing.
So a 9-way chop for $1,600.
Yeah.
They all got less than $200.
$315, and $150 the rest of the way around.
Oh,
I'm tired.
They screwed themselves.
They did.
Don't
the
do that.
No,
don't do that.
That was
of course, I said
chop.
that. I 16-way chopped the HPT.
Yeah,
so I'm okay with it.
Exactly. I'm wiggling my microphone around here. But anyway, make sure if you want to come down tomorrow or get more information on the rest of the clinics coming up, once again, ZenPokerMentoring.com.
That's fantastic.
Place to be. It's awesome.
Well, if you want to improve your game, how do you want to improve it? Are you just going to read a book and hope that you're doing things right? Or do you want to sit down with people who are making millions of dollars in the game, like Brian Rast, and learning how he's doing it and making it your own?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to be the best, find the best and do what they do, and that's what Zen Poker Mentoring lets you do.
And Brian's not messing around in here either.
No, he's got over $1 million in wins already this year.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It must be nice. But he's going to try and teach you how to do it.
He played a 25K last night. He's probably going to play another 25K tonight.
Yeah,
those are the things I want to do with my life.
And he is one of the brightest poker players out there too. I mean, just you get the feeling that Brian would be a success at anything he did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you can see the man's aura.
Yeah.
When he's standing up on stage, he's got this glow around his body. He's got an aura that is just amazing. It's kind of purple too. It's
purple.
greenish.
I think it's purple.
I don't know. All right. I see a green one. If you see a purple one, that's you.
Oh, maybe.
it may just be the purple around you. That
yes. There you go. That's how it works. Hey, we do have a couple stories I want to talk about real quick. First, I wanted to get the per Poker News, our buddy Chad Holloway, who should have been nominated or made the final nomination process for the American Poker Awards for Media Personality of the Year. I'm still mad he didn't even make the top 4.
How does he not make the top 4?
I
He
don't
doesn't
know.
read everything that this man writes.
He is the best writer and the best media guy out there.
Absolutely.
To me, period. End of story right now. There's no question about it.
He is my teammate on Blue Shark Optics. He's a Blue Shark Optics team pro, and he is one of the most upstanding guys in poker media.
Yeah, I mean,
you will never hear a story of him trying to do something with chopsticks, trying to screw dealers over.
Wow, pulled that one out.
I know. Right?
Doyle Brunson, of course, was just diagnosed they found a third melanoma a little while ago. That was on February 5th, so it's been a couple of weeks. But it sounds like they just have to go in and get rid of it. It's not, even though they're saying it's a simple procedure, but this is his 12th major operation in his life. So we want to wish Doyle all the best and talk about the way this guy handles his life. You know what he said? He said, "Simple or not, this will be my 12th major operation. Going to play poker now because I always heard you get lucky right before you die."
Yeah. and that was one of his tweets too. Yeah. At his age, a lot of his heroes have died at 82 or 83, and he's lived a wonderful life. I'd hate to see it go earlier.
He's not. He's going to live to be 100.
I sure hope so. And I did see he stopped by Cindy Violet's restaurant and had some really healthy green kale drink in front of him.
Okay.
So, well, hopefully he's making some better decisions. I'm sure when he was a road boy back in the 50s and 60s through Texas, he wasn't worried about his cholesterol.
No, or anything like that.
Anything.
But we wish Doyle all the best. Hope everything goes well for him. And quick congratulations, Cindy Violet, for her new restaurant. We got to get her on the show.
Oh, absolutely.
I have to drop Cindy a line and say hi to her. But congratulations. I think it sounds like everything's going well for her on that. So good for her. A place that's not so well.
Oh,
can you believe this guy? I mean,
they got raided last year. The Aviation Club
in Paris has gone into judicial liquidation. They did get raided about 5 months ago, and let's see. Once again, the story per Poker News.
They got raided at the same time, and right after another club, and right down the street got raided.
Yeah, the administration of Paris's most exclusive gambling room announced that local authorities have chosen not to renew the club's license, and hence to bring an end to a story that began over 100 years ago. So let's see.
Isn't this where Tony G made his real fame into the poker world?
Many of the European players did. I mean, and everybody's just
the first time I heard
there right now.
The first time I heard Tony G's rants and whatnot was at the first WPT over at the Aviation Club.
Yeah. So pretty sad story there.
Yeah.
That one of the most historic poker facilities in the world is now going by the boards.
But at the same time, the Taj Mahal dealt their last hand this last weekend as well.
That is a place of nostalgia, but it's not a place that I'm personally going to miss.
Well, you're personally going to miss, but I mean, look at even the movie Rounders.
But a lot came out.
Taj Mahal's
a lot of poker. I mean, came out of that place. And,
that's right.
The U.S. Poker Championships. We remember. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've been there. Spent my time at. I spent some time at the Taj.
Yeah, the Poker Championships. Those were the days.
Ralph Pecorelli. I interviewed Ralph a while ago at the Borgata. So
he was in there with one of the guys in his own home game, right? Yeah, that was.
Yeah. So but all sorts of stuff going on there.
Poker nostalgia. Going to the wayside.
The Aviation Club is gone. Boy, I'll tell you,
the Taj Mahal.
It's a changing landscape in this poker world, and everybody better be darned ready for it.
Now, I'm hoping it switches to digital myself. So,
we'll see.
Hey,
we'll see. And once again, Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown, April 6th to the 22nd, $5 million guarantee event. I want to make sure we mention that again because we'll be there.
You should just see if they'll name a wing of that casino after you.
I'm working on that, actually.
A lot of time.
I am working on that. they should have some sort of table with my name on it.
Like the rooms right next to the dumpsters and stuff. The Mark Hoke
show.
The Mark Hoke show.
Hey,
rooms.
even if it's the dumpster room, it's still got a name on it.
That's right.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Amen.
See, there we go. Oh my God! But yeah, and some tournaments going on. Right now, of course, got a nice turnout up there for the Mid-States Poker Tour event going on at Ho-Chunk. And
the first casino I legally ever played in. Not poker, because they didn't have poker then.
First
blackjack.
Legally, Legally?
Legally, yeah. I wasn't as big as Phil Ivey or what do you go by, Jerome? No Home Jerome back then.
No Home Jerome.
And I never had a fake ID. I just walked into the casino and acted like I was supposed to be there without an ID. If they asked me, I'd leave.
Yeah, and once again, I know we mentioned this on KLE, but congratulations to Anthony Zeno winning the Falls View WPT event.
And didn't get arrested at the final table.
Yeah, that's a plus. So congratulations to him as the one of the few men that have, few players, but that's another subject with the men and the women there. But one of the few players who's had his name etched on the Champions Cup twice. So congratulations to Anthony, nicest guy in the world, and we're very.
Did you have a chance to bring up the WPT when you were talking to Christy?
No, we talked about it on the KLAV show, so I didn't feel like beating that horse again.
All right.
But if you want to hear what Christy Arnett thought about all that,
listen to the
go
podcast.
to markhokeshow.podbean.com or go to iTunes. Download the podcast. Yeah. It's up there right now.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Her and Vanessa Russo on the last show. We haven't. I don't have the guest schedule for next week.
You don't have?
Yeah, we got to work on that.
Well, we got a lot of people here.
Oh, we got some peeps.
Brian Rast.
We got some peeps flying around.
Ace and All-American Dave.
I think I'm going to invite Jesus on the show.
Jesus.
We'll see how that goes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Christ, We're going to invite Jesus Christ.
Hey.
He likes the show, too.
Oh, well, is he?
Somebody in the Vatican. Somebody in the Vatican is telling him to listen to the show. I cannot believe that.
That we're being listened to from the Vatican?
I have seen. It's funny when you go and look at those stats that come in.
Like, you guys want to see the devil? He's right here. Mark Hoke.
Like, when I see people watching in places like Iran, and in Israel and just all around the world, it blows me away. And I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, all 5 of you guys, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We all appreciate it. And keep watching. Tell your friends.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man. But I tell you what, we had a great show here today. So once again, thanks to everybody that stopped over. Christy Arnett, Kenneth James, Joe Payne, of course, our co-host, who's kind of playing host/guest this afternoon. Ace McFarland coming on.
He needs some good poker lessons.
He needed some help. Yeah, he's a little bit of a rut.
Well, I want to see him take this and what he learned today and take this into his World Series of Poker League that he plays in. And actually get a seat. He won the main event seat last year.
That's a big league. I mean, a lot of great players play in this little league.
Tom McAvoy, it's sick. The players that are in there, and Joe has a good chance, and especially with getting this training, he's going to do twice as good as he did last year.
There you go.
So,
all right. So I think that's about going to do it for us. But hey, make sure you follow us at Mark Hoke Show on Twitter, on Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show. Of course, you're probably watching us at markhokeshow.com or on Ustream. We certainly do appreciate that. And I think that's going to set it up for tomorrow's show. So once again, we're going to be back here at 3:30 as Vanessa Russo is going to be doing her thing, and she'll be wrapping up her session right around when we go on the show. So, and I'm going to sit through that. I heard she's going to be putting people through the ringer.
I hope so.
So it should be fun.
I've got to sit through a couple of her clinics with the academy back in the day, and wow, honestly, she's one of the best instructors because she knows how to explain things to people. She's one of the best instructors that I've seen.
Yeah, so come on down and join us. We'd love to see you. Once again, get all the information at zenpokermentoring.com. Give them a call.
Half price for just tomorrow.
That's all you got to do. All right. So, Nate, thanks. Great show. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And we will see you guys tomorrow. Once again, we'll be back on at 3:30 Pacific time.
I'm going to plug my friend, the Duke of Fremont Street.
Oh, that's right.
Pinstripes and Polka Dots tonight. The meet and greet's at 6:30 down at the Golden Nugget. Tournament starts at $800 buy-in, $20 rebuys. Go down and win yourself a silver Duke of Fremont coin for busting him or any of the other pros out.
There you go. Yeah, it's a great time. Make sure you wear your gangster and flapper outfits. It's amazing.
All this ratchet stuff that they've come up with the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Go back to the 20s and get some pinstripes and polka dots.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess real fast too. I keep trying to get off the show, but thanks to Sassy Ritchie and Jan Fisher and Linda Johnson, Lisa Tenner, the whole team over there at the for Poker Gives for the Cupids for Charity event, which I am now a champion.
Ooh, a chopped champion.
10-way chop.
A chopped champ.
I kind of went along with that one, but thanks, Ren, for a great event. Had an awesome time over there. Enjoyed that, too. All right, that's going to do it, guys. We will see you tomorrow at 3:30, unless you get down here to the clinic.
Yeah, then we'll see you tomorrow.
Bright and early tomorrow morning. So thank you for joining us, everyone. We will see you next time here on the Mark Hoke Show. Have a great afternoon, evening, wherever you are.